y'all. So the big news of the Democratic primary process today was Julian Castro endorsing Elizabeth Warren. Now, I saw a variety of reactions to this. I saw people that were disappointed. They were a little disappointed. Some were even angry, demanding their money back in Castro's decision to back Warren because, some perceive it to be a little bit of a disconnect. Don't shoot the messenger, child. He's been very much outspoken on issues of structural racism, institutionalized racism, disenfranchised voices, underrepresented voices. And as in particular, the last stretch of his campaign was focused on the structural racism within the Democratic primary nominating contest. And then he goes for big structural change with an asterisk, Elizabeth Warren, who on this very topic that Julian championed on his way out, was indignant when asked about the order of the states. I know you're not going to make me criticize Iowa and New Hampshire. She got real Miss Millie on them. Not Millie Rock, but Miss Millie. And so it just seems like a disconnect. It just seems like a disconnect. But, whatever it is, what it is, Julian is certainly entitled to endorse who he wants to endorse. And it's not a bad play, by the way. I'll get to that later. Then you have the Warrenistas that are so excited. What are they saying? Warren Castro, Warren Castro, Warren Castro. She got to win a nomination first, though, before she selects somebody to be VP. Now, I'm not convinced. I've never been convinced that any of these white candidates are going to pick a person of color to be on the ticket with them. That's just not my personal prediction. But, it's possible, I guess. But in the meantime, they certainly get to feel good about themselves by trotting out their person of color. So, as far as why this is probably a good move for Castro, he has the option of being silent. Doesn't really get him anything. Or he has the potential of being a VP. I think it's unlikely, but it's still a potential. Worst case scenario for him, he has a very powerful backer, and Elizabeth Warren is powerful in his perhaps quest to be DNC chair. So either way, it's a win-win for Castro.